Well, hello everybody. In today's puzzle, we don't have many pieces left. The thing here is, of course, to manage to promote our pawn here to a queen and win this. But if we do it right away, well, black will take our bishop here on e3 with a check and then take our queen and then we lose. So that's not possible, of course. So we have to find something else. How can we protect this pawn to get it to promotion? Well, I know how it works, but you should find out on your own by pausing the video and analyze this as long as you need. Go ahead. Okay, welcome back. So, if we just try to go down with our king here to protect our bishop and threaten to promote, well, black will have the obvious move rook to a8. And whatever we do, he will just go to e8 and then sacrifice his rook. And this is obviously a draw. Bishop is not enough to win, so we cannot allow black to do that. And the same goes if we try something like this. Bishop c5 looks good. We're attacking the rook, we are protecting the pawn, and we're also protecting the e3 square. But for the same reason, black will simply play rook a8. We can start going up here with our king, but of course the same sacrifice will be, and there's no win. So, what is the correct starting move? As always, there's only one starting move that wins this for white, and here it comes. Bishop to a7. A very beautiful bishop sacrifice. We're blocking the position for black's rook. He cannot come to a8. We are still covering e3 square. And if we waste time by taking our bishop like this, well, then we promote. We have the queen against the rook, which is hard, but it's winnable. It is winning on correct play. Okay, so what if he takes this with his king instead? Now we cannot promote, obviously, because rook e3 will come with a check. From here, white needs to move his king to really secure this square. Make sure black cannot come there with his rook. We can go to either f4 or d4, actually, but let's go with d4. Now, we are really threatening to promote. If he moves down the rook, well, it doesn't happen and it doesn't help him. We will simply go with the king towards his rook like this, and we will win. What if instead grabs a check here? If we now try to attack the rook something like this, well, then I can play the rook to e4, and then we will sacrifice the next move. So we have to stay on the d file like this, still protecting the rook to come to e4. Another check. We do the same thing, and another check, and then king d7. The black king is blocking, so he cannot come to a8, and from here we will promote and win. Okay, so was that all? No, not really. Black doesn't have to take this bishop. He can try other stuff. He can try rook a2, still threatening to come to e2 if we promote. But this is pretty easy. King f4. We are now blocking, so the rook cannot come to f2 with check. Instead, it can play rook e2 directly, and then we just put our bishop in between. And now there's nothing he can do to stop this pawn from promoting. So it's better black not to play to a2, but instead to a1. Now we do not protect any checks here, and it's still threatening rook e1 check. Okay, so from here, white only has one move to win. We can look at perhaps bishop e3 or bishop f2, with, of course, here we are securing this e1 square, or at bishop e3, we can look at something like this. It might look interesting to move the bishop now to protect something up here, but then we're missing the point from the beginning. Because let's say we go to f2 with our bishop and protect the e1 square. Well, what happened then? We left the a7 square and we are allowing black to once again come to a8 with his rook. And you know what happens then. He will come to e8 and then sacrifice on the pawn. So it's not right to move the bishop. We cannot allow black again to come to a8. Instead, we must find the other move, the only move that wins for white here. And that is the king to f4. Let me show you what happens if we go to d4. Well, then he has put his rook on e1, of course, and we are blocking our own bishop, so it's not possible. We have to go to f4, threaten the promotion right away, and still allowing our bishop to come back if needed. So if black now plays rook e1, then again the bishop comes to e3. Black can try one more check, but after that there's nothing he can do. We will promote. But he's got one more trick. He will play rook f1 check. And now it's actually only one move again that wins this for white. If you need to pause the video again, go ahead, just do it and try to find the correct move for white here. Okay, did you find it? Well, if we move our king, we are settling for a draw. Of course, if we move to this e-file, there will be rook e1 check and we will lose the pawn. If we go away to the G file, well, same thing. The rook will come to E1, even though we can protect it, black can simply take, and there's a draw. So here we have to sacrifice our bishop once again. Bishop F2 is the correct and only winning move here. Now we are protecting the E1 square. Even though we are sacrificing the bishop, it's still the right way to go. He takes for the check, and now the king comes to e3. And note, of course, you cannot play rook f8. We will simply take it and promote. So black tries rook f1 to get to e1, and we just continue to attacking with our king. And now there's nothing more black can do. We will promote here, and of course you cannot do something like this. Check here, he will just lose his rook. So that's how you win this. A couple of bishop sacrifices, and in the end we managed to promote this pawn to a queen, and we win the game. So thank you everybody for watching this. I hope you have a great time, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye bye.